Imagine coming face to face with a female lion in its enclosure. It happened. In an exclusive special report tonight, Todd Kuntz investigated a recent incident at the Idaho Falls Zoo. Todd, what happened?
Well, it did happen. You're right. It happened in early June. A staff member accidentally left the doors open to the enclosure while a volunteer was still inside cleaning.
Pretty horrifying thing. I couldn't believe it initially, just the total shock. What's this,
Bob Nitschke has volunteered at the Idaho Falls Zoo for 14 years. He helped clean the cages and perform duties to support the zoo staff. The morning of June 9th, the double doors to the lion enclosure were left open by a zoo staff member while Nitschke was inside. How close was she to you?
Well, I touched her with a shovel.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to make sure no kamami, no, and that was the only item I had. I had a bucket to put the droppings in, but I had no other, so no kamami, so that's how it started. So I was able to back down that hill, go to the base of the exhibit, work my way across the bottom, and then up the north side to get to the door. But she followed me. She was curious, I want to make sure that the zoo is safer for the public and for anybody that works there, and that's my ultimate goal.
I went to the Idaho Falls Zoo to ask the executive director, David Pennock, what happened, how this could happen, and what has been done about it.
So a lion and the volunteer were in the same space at the same time. Obviously, an extremely dangerous situation.
Pennock tells me there were at least 3 severe protocol breaches. First, the zoo staff member put his finger through the cage of the snow leopard enclosure to play with the leopard, and the finger was playfully bitten.
That by itself is a huge event at a zoo, at an accredited zoo like ours. It didn't cause a serious injury, just only minor injuries, but that there would be that contact with a dangerous animal in an inappropriate way is a very big breach of protocol. As a result, the staff member was a little discombobulated, a little distracted, and as a result, instead of doing what he should have done, broke the second protocol, just immediately reporting the event as it happened. He went on with his work and forgot to shut the doors as he was supposed to. And that's what caused the even bigger problem with the lion having access when the lion should not have had it.
Pennock tells me the reaction by the zoo organization and the city was immediate and transparent.
But from the time of the event till now, already we've instituted a bunch of things. We've reviewed all of our protocols, reviewed our training, changed some of the safety procedures and mechanisms.
The Idaho Falls Zoo informed the U.S. Department of Agriculture and the Association of Zoos and Aquariums as required. The USDA provides their license to display animals. The AZA provides their accreditation. Pennock says the 2 organizations have not come to perform an inspection, but he expects they will.
This event has impacted the zoo.
Yes.
It's impacted the zoo in a big way.
Yeah.
It's although, as we've looked, we feel like we've had all of the appropriate training and protocols and facilities appropriate to keep this from happening, still it happened.
Yeah.
So it causes us to stop, to evaluate, and to look at how we can be better.
And Nitschke has chosen not to volunteer at the zoo anymore as of now. The zoo staff member is no longer employed by the zoo.
Wow, amazing story. So what happens now for the zoo moving forward?
Well, looking ahead, here is the 21-page report, the incident report that is public record. So far, the Idaho Falls Zoo has had 2 independent outside reviews and inspections of its protocols and policies. A third one will happen later this month. Pennock tells me that the zoo's next accreditation process starts in the spring. It is a very rigid and lengthy process for going through and for the review, with the awarding of the accreditation actually happening in September of next year. Side note though, by the way, Kamani, the 21-year-old lioness, passed away later that month, June 26th, due to complications of her old age.
Wow, amazing story. Thanks for bringing that to us, Todd.